Hello everyone, welcome to the Christmas Q&A. Cheers. Cheers, Jack.
Cheers.
Been a long time.
Nice to be out again.
Been a long time. So we've got some questions for you. How's that milk stout? So good, isn't it? It's like marshmallow.
That's probably one of the nicest ones I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
That is amazing.
Asda 150, bosh. Right,
It's mad.
we've got some decent stuff from Yupp.Beer to show you as well. But first of all, we'll go into some questions on the Q&A. So I put a little Instagram story up a little while ago asking for questions. I've put them in this little note here. So there's a few, well, a lot for me and a few that we can both answer. So yeah.
There you are.
So the first one, how's your little girl? She is very good. She is 3 months now, so it's flying by and I'm absolutely shattered, but yeah, she's good. She sat up for the first time on her own, unassisted, yesterday. So she's pretty much like wanting to crawl, but frustrated that she can't. So she's just sort of like, yeah, she's very strong. And she's
Just like a mum.
bloody massive. She's bloody massive, honestly. She's 2'1" and like 16 pounds. Beast.
I don't really know what.
That's like
I'm assuming that's big.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I
She's huge.
don't have a baby, so I
No,
couldn't
no.
compare it with.
she'll have you in a fight.
Most people would, to be fair.
What's your favourite edible mushroom? Have you got a favourite edible mushroom?
I just mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
I'm not into it like he is.
Probably a birch bolete at the minute. I want to get a sep, but I've never had one. And a
I
chanterelle.
did see a mushroom on a bit of birch that came down over there.
Yeah.
Look later.
This is a really good woodland for mushrooms. It's
Basically just beach, apparently.
is meant to be pretty good.
Birch and beach.
Birch and
Holly.
beech and holly in this wood. But yeah, loads. But we're coming to the end of the mushroom season now, so there's probably only hedgehogs around and cauliflowers, I would have thought. But yeah, mushrooms.
Can't believe how good that is.
So good. Isn't it? Right, for both of you, tips on staying warm while camping. Shoot. You had one the other day about layers, didn't you? Layers versus stuff over you.
Yeah, I can't remember where I heard it from. It was like a Ray Mears or a Les Stroud type thing, where it's saying it's lots under you, little on you, and lots over you. So the idea is you don't wear all your layers, you wear them like a duvet, like you would at home.
Like a shit sandwich.
Yeah.
Shit
What if you've
sandwich.
ever worn a shit sandwich? But,
No, but like healthy layer, bare minimum, healthy layer.
obviously
Shit
wear
in the
your
middle.
base layers and maybe a fleece, but the idea is if you've got a jacket, throw it over you. And
Right.
I've even found as well, when I've done it with my shell jacket, that helps trap in the heat too. So that's always good.
Nice. I would
'cause
say
if you're wearing it, you tend to squash it when you're rolling around on it, you see, so as we all know, insulation needs to loft, doesn't it?
very true. Very true. There you go, top tip. Yeah, I would say empty your bladder. It's a funny one. But empty
Decent
your
pair of socks.
decent pair of
I
socks.
get cold feet, so warm socks is always nice.
Yeah, I forgot mine last time and I was bloody Baltic. My extremities were suffering. Empty your bladder though. Yeah. Always have a piss before you go to bed, because the energy, I believe, the energy it takes to retain and hold a piss takes all of the blood away from your extremities and fires it into the organs and muscles around your blood, basically your pelvic floor muscles. So all of the energy in your blood is shooting to there, thus taken away from where you need it most, which is
Oh, yeah.
the same with shock. Like if you're hypothermic and you're going into like shock, your body, that's why you get cold feet and cold hands, is because you're
Protect your organs,
it's to
isn't it?
protect your organs, yeah. So all your blood goes to the vital organs and away from your extremities, so then you lose dexterity.
Oh, and another thing, as part of when I went and worked in Antarctica, they said a good one is don't wait until you're cold to put
To
your
layer
warm
on.
layers
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
If you know it's going to be cold, put them on before you go out, because it's a lot worse trying to warm up using all that energy again. So if you're going to go out somewhere and it's cold and you're already warm, put the layers on, trap in that warmth before you go out. Don't wait until you're cold, because you'll find it a lot more difficult to warm up.
There you go. Right, more beer. What do you make of that?
Almost smells like it's got a bit of chocolate in there as well.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it's cacao.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. It's like coca solids. It's so good. Look at that head. Golden head. Smells fantastic. I didn't show the colour actually, but it's like pouring tar. It's ridiculous. It's sweet on the front, and then it's a really
it goes light to dark as it goes from the front to the back of the mouth.
Yeah, it gets more bitter as it goes on, doesn't it?
It's that 2 seconds after you sipped when the flavours start to hit.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, Fierce Beer, top quality porter. Do you wear? Oh, I think this was Keith. Shout out Big Keith.
Probably should have said don't wear cotton as well.
Yeah, don't wear cotton. Wear merino wool if you can.
Or polyester.
Or polyester, or any sort of synthetic-y, warmy type material that's not cotton. He says wearing cotton hoodie and a cotton t-shirt. Anyway,
wool base layer.
Shout out Big Keith. I went to school with Big Keith.
Did you?
He's big and he's
called
called Keith.
Is he? Oh.
Yeah. He's hench. He's a powerlifter.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I don't do that.
No, he's a big boy.
I'm a skinny
He used to be a skinny lifter.
Yeah.
He used to be a skinny skateboarder. Back with me. And then he started lifting and he's hench. Anyway, so yeah, cheers Keith. Hope you're keeping well, mate.
Big Keith.
Big Keith. So it says, do you ever plan on climbing a mountain and staying abroad sometime? Any adventure trips?
Are those two separate questions, or are they rounded? Because I have lived abroad. I spent 6 months in Antarctica, didn't I?
Very true. Yeah.
And I would like to climb a mountain.
I think he means camping adventures. So camping trips. Do we ever plan on camping abroad and climbing like a mountain, like doing a proper, like, I don't know, Italian Alps or the Ardèche in France?
I do want to get into mountaineering. I was going to actually this year book myself on the winter mountaineering course in Scotland, but because of the Rona, it's going to have to wait until this is all finished. But that is something because I love watching self-made mountain climbing documentaries where people climb like K2, Annapurna, Everest. So yeah, I would definitely.
I'd love to
do something. I've had like, but I've had like the big expedition trip.
Yeah.
I don't mean to harp on about it, but.
Don't mean to harp on about it, but I've been to Antarctica.
6 months and spent time at sea and done all that.
Every single video that Jack's in is mentioned.
Only because it comes up. So what about you then? I suppose not a lot in the immediate future because you just had the little one. So.
Yeah, nothing planned because of baby and the Rona. She's not called Baby Rona, by the way. But Baby the Rona. No, I've done like hiking mountains in the UK that are small. Like I've done Snowdon, but yeah, I would love to. Like I say, I've seen like those arty photos that you get, like where they've suspended like a almost like a hammock cum tent from the cliff of like the sheer face of a mountain. Have you seen those? Where they're just like
the rock
suspended.
Climbers have the suspended beds.
Yeah,
they're
rad.
when they do multi-day pitches. Yeah. I used to do,
where
quite
it
a lot
takes
of rock climbing.
So where it takes more than one day to get up the mountain, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, it's not mountain. It's rock faces.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're mountaineering, you sleep in a tent.
Yeah.
Rock climbing is when they.
It's sheer face.
That's when they.
Nice.
Yeah, their bed to. Oh, here comes the rain again.
Here comes the rain again. But yeah, good question. Cheers, Keith. It's kind of waterproof. Right, next. Any interesting facts? Do you want to go first? Because I've got a really funny one. I want to know your interesting facts. Or sorry, somebody wants to know your interesting facts. I don't care. I do care. I'm really intrigued.
The thing is, I know lots of things, but I don't know. I've drawn a blank.
Mine is, and again, only because I watched an old rerun of QI the other day. So shout out Stephen Fry. I know you watch. He doesn't.
Oh, yeah, I've just bought one. Actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Nice. Right. So, do you remember learning about mini beasts in school? and
No.
like all the little water creatures that are on
Oh,
lakes
right,
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. You know the water boatman.
Yeah.
Well, the water boatman can make a sound that's above 90 decibels, and what it does is it whacks its penis, its stringulated penis, against its belly, and that's the noise it
I
makes.
just thought about something to do with penis as well.
There you go. Someone wrote penis in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, did they?
Someone wrote just penis as a question.
Oh, yeah. Because there's that banana slug, isn't there, whose penis is like 10 times the size of its body. And then my brother told me this the other day, and then after it's mated, the female eats the male.
Much like the
Spiders or something, isn't it?
praying mantis.
Yeah.
There you go. More penis-related questions, please. Someone did just put penis. Incidentally, dildo. There was a question. Did you keep the dildo? There was. For those of you that don't know, who don't follow me on Instagram,
He carries dildos with him.
yeah, no. The last time I was here, which was on the solo wild camp, I was putting a little picture there. Anyway,
Oh, right.
that's me. That's me, future me, editing a little photo in. Anyway, I over yonder by the car, I found a massive foot-long dildo. No, I didn't take it home with me.
Did you try it out?
No, but I did. I said in my last video that I woke up to the sound of a stag, and actually it might have just been someone having a really good time on the dildo. So who knows? So yeah, do better. Take your dildos home with you. God.
Leave no trace when you're getting yourself off.
Exactly.
It's not very ladylike.
How dare you? Or manlike. So we've moved the position under my tarp with my hammock because it's that rainy that actually we need to be this way around and protect the camera. So
We have a water feature as well.
we do have a water feature. I'll show you in a minute. Hold on. Show us the water feature, Jack.
But it just went, so you have to wait. I'll let you know when it goes.
But yeah, we've basically spun ourselves round so that.
Right.
Oh, oh,
No.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
No.
yeah, oh,
No. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
no,
Yeah. Go.
yeah. Whee! There you go. There's our water feature. Saggy tarps. Right. You still got to get fire on. Oh my god! It's chucking it down. It's chucking it down.
You know, you give me a couple of beers, you expect the cones to get dragged down a bit. Yeah.
Whoa.
Have you had those before? They are nice.
Lively though. No, I have had them. I had the other one. I bought two. Bought one with me and then one at home.
Is that recording, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, we're rolling. Intermission.
Make yourself a cup of coffee
Talk amongst yourselves,
or get a beer.
or join us and get a beer. Yeah.
Yes, come join us in the undisclosed location in the middle of the woods.
The water feature keeps going off. That's good. I like it. Cheers.
Cheers. I think this is going to be a good night tonight.
Hopefully, but we've still got to get some firewood and actually do the video.
Yeah, get firewood and you're pissing down rain. Apparently it's my job.
Well, I'm treating you to beers
Yeah, tell you what,
and dinner.
I'm going to get my hat on as well.
Right. I will get up the next question. But yeah, it's chucking it down. So we got to get a dinner on. Still got to get some fire. So, next one. Who would win in a fight? A saber-toothed tiger or the woolly mammoth that you cooked up in your last steak video?
Well, obviously the saber-toothed tiger because the woolly mammoth is dead.
Yeah, I cooked them up, so... I mean, duh. No, yeah, definitely a saber-tooth. Didn't they used to hunt woolly mammoth?
I mean, I wasn't around back then, but I assume so.
I'm asking you because you're older than me.
Well, I've seen the film Ice Age, and
Yeah.
the saber-tooths in there wanted to eat Manny, the mammoth, didn't they?
There you go.
So
But they ended up being
that's-
friends.
they did.
There you go.
I'm sure there's probably some sort of lesson you can take from that.
But Would you ever bring your daughter on a wild camp with you? Probably. But
I'd wait until she's a bit older.
yeah, probably three.
I think 3 months might be pushing it. I know you said she's sitting up now, but
I think if I shared
I
a
would-
hammock with her, she'd be
when
crushed.
when she gets a bit older, I think you should definitely try and just, especially with kids being on their devices all the time now, you've got to encourage them to get outdoors. haven't you?
Yeah, big time, big time. So yeah, absolutely, good question. See, I knew that would work. I've got a little drip run off on my hammock that you can't see out of shot, so I shall be dry tonight. What's your favourite firelighting method? Good
Ooh.
question.
Lighter.
Well, 'cause it's just easy.
No, I like.
Bushcraft firelighting
Okay,
method. Come on.
flint and steel.
Yeah, ditto. It's a cool way, isn't it?
It's just a very kind
Primitive.
of nostalgic.
Primitive.
Kind of.
Back to
I wouldn't. No,
roots.
primitive is like bow drill. Is primitive, I would say, because flint and steel
flint
came
and steel
around.
still.
No, I mean that only started what, a few hundred years ago. Because you
Yeah,
had to be
'cause
able
of steel.
to create the carbon steel. Don't forget. That's more of like a,
All right.
early pioneering
Flint
type
on
technique.
yeah, but flint on flint must have been Neolithic, surely.
I don't know.
Flint age, obviously. But yeah, you're right. Steel strikers would have been a lot
That's why I
more
thought that's
right.
a shame I didn't bring out that new kit of mine. Well, next time I'll bring it out. But it wouldn't
All
be any
right,
good now.
piggybacking off of that, then, what's your favourite tinder? I'm throwing my own questions into the
Birch
mix.
bark.
Yeah, birch bark. I'd agree
It's
with that.
because
Versatility.
it is
You can-
the
yeah,
best
yeah.
natural tinder there is.
Yep.
It takes a spark. It's so good to get a fire going. I know
We-
you left that bit out in the rain.
Birch
I mean, it's overused in bushcraft videos, but for a very good reason.
For a very good reason, because
Yeah.
it works. There you go. Look, it frames your face
You
really
just can't
nicely.
go wrong. Even when it's wet, it will light. I mean, you won't be able to scrape dust and get a spot, get it going with there, but that will take a flame.
Oh, that's a challenge. I bet I will. I reckon that'll take.
You can try if you like.
Not now. But yeah, birch bark. Agreed.
Flint and steel, birch bark.
Yeah, flint and steel in terms of like what's the coolest method that you like doing. But yeah, in terms of get out of jail free card will work every time.
Tinder.
Tinder, birch bark, big time. Yeah. What mushroom is this, Rob? There's no picture, so I don't know. Could be anything, mate. Don't eat it. Unless it's a liberty cap, in which case, fill your boots.
Make a tea.
Make a tea. Where would you go if the zombie apocalypse hit? That's a good one to think of. I'd go to the Winchester, obviously.
Well, I have thought about this before in the past,
He's a prepper.
and I've only a tiny bit, and I thought it's a cross between: do you look out for just yourself, or do you go and try and make sure your family's all right as well?
Or do you
'Cause
try
that
and
takes on
continue the human race?
But I mean, it's so much easier to survive if you're just looking out for yourself
Of course it is. Yeah,
than
yeah.
a family,
Yeah.
because
I'd fuck everyone else. Sorry, bleep. I'd only look out for number one. Sodom.
But the thing is, if you had a community, that would make it easier as well. So like, if you had family and friends that are all on the same wavelength, because there is, like the old saying is, safety in numbers. Like, have you ever watched Bear Grylls The Island?
No.
Well, they obviously were. Probably
I
a lot
don't
of
watch
people have
him.
watched
He
them.
watches me.
Anyway, gets his tips from you.
Yeah.
He was saying that survival is easier in a larger group because you can then divvy up the different tasks that need to be done.
Power of delegation.
Yeah, and then so you can have some people finding food, some people making shelter. So it would, yeah, it's, if you're by yourself, it's easier. But I mean, like, where would I go? You'd have to get out of any populated town or city.
Here.
Yeah, the woods, or if you, I don't know, I suppose it would have to be the woods, wouldn't it? Unless you had like something you were rich and you had a bunker.
Or, no, I would go to, in fact, I would go to the Druids Temple in Masham, that Yorkshire, because it's in the woods, but it's a man...
How would you get up there?
Drive.
Have you got enough petrol to get you all the way up there in one tank?
If I fill up the day off, yeah.
Yeah, I'm predicting a zombie apocalypse today.
Fine.
Therefore, I will top my tank in my car.
I've only got a quarter of a tank. I can only get to Oxford. No. I don't know. If it hit and I was living in Yorkshire, I'll go to Masham. Because they got a Druid's Folly there.
Well, I do have.
There's loads of little
it's funny that you say I'm a bit of a prepper, because I do actually have a few months' supply of emergency food. I actually have.
I'm going. End. Really?
So yeah, I could hold up in my house for a few months.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Right, that'll do. Right. What's the strangest online purchase you've ever made? Actually, Jack, don't answer that. I know the purchases you've been making. No, mine would be, I recently lost, I wear glasses at home, and I recently lost the little, like, gel nose pads. Do you know the little, like, nose pads that go over the bridge of your nose? No, it's for glasses. Just on the glasses. It's not
oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like eyeglasses.
Yeah.
Reading glasses.
As opposed to bum glasses.
Seeing eyeglasses. Yeah, the little rubber pads that sit like either side of your nose.
Again, I don't wear glasses, so I don't know.
Well, anyway, I lost one of those, and then they're literally like 2 mil in length, so and they're clear silicone, so it's like you lose them on the floor. You're like, baby's eating them. Yeah. So I ordered a pack of those, but they weren't like, they're meant to have like a little hole, and they like stretch over the little rod that's on the inside. But these were just sticky black self-adhesive things, so they just didn't work. They just peeled off, and it was like, what a waste of an eBay purchase. But that's probably the strangest item of recent.
I do have a couple of things actually
that I've bought, because that's an odd purchase, isn't it? Little silicone nose pads for glasses.
I had to buy a sun visor for my car.
Right.
Because the one I had broke.
It's so old now. Look at no cool purchases. Just nose pads for glasses.
Yeah, my sun visor in my car broke. So instead of trying to book it into a garage because of all this crap that's going on, I just bought one off eBay and replaced it myself.
We sound so middle-aged now.
Yeah.
I bought the sun visor.
I fix a lot of bits for my car. It saves a lot of money. And I tell you what, another thing that's quite funny is I bought some wood.
Right.
Off the internet. I made that guitar.
Yes.
Guitar.
Yeah. Really good, actually. Really good.
I bought the wood for that. And
Jack is a chippy and bespoke
joiner.
Woods joiner.
Joiner.
He's a dab hand at all that.
I wasn't in for the delivery, so we got taken to the local shop to pick it up. And when I went to pick it up, the woman carried it towards me, and of course it's just these like long lengths of wood, and it's quite heavy because it's hardwood as well. She's desperately trying to carry it towards me. She's like, "What on earth have you got in here?" It's just some wood.
Did you finish the Cherry Cookser Part 2, Rob? No. Is the answer to that. The week before we gave birth, again, shout out my missus.
The week before your girlfriend gave birth?
Yeah. A week before, probably about 2 days before, I was doing the cookser, and I cut myself here, had to get it glued, and then we went into labour, so I had to put it in it's still in the freezer. The block of wood is taking up valuable food room. It's still in the freezer. I haven't finished it, so I'm trying to keep it as green as possible so that it's pliable to carve with a carving knife. It's probably too far gone now, to be fair. It's got a bit of pith as well. Cherry's horrible for splitting, and I actually found a really decent bit of wood from Kingsley, and we split it in such a way that it was actually, well, I got you to cut it for me, didn't I? And actually it looked very promising. I thought, yeah, it's got thick walls, it's not going to split. But as I was bowling it out, I don't think there's any issue cracking or splitting. But yeah, it hasn't dried yet, so that might bite me in the bum. But I've gone through the pith, and I need some epoxy resin, I think, just to fill it, because I've gone through the pith and it's just like a little crater at the bottom, almost like a knot that just won't be waterproof. So no, I haven't. Yes, it's on the agenda. Will I have to bin it and give up and try something else? Yes, probably. Will I even bother to do another?
Never after firewood. That right there.
Oi, oi.
Good firewood.
I spy some dead standing. Right. Do you ever worry? Last question. Do you ever worry about picking mushrooms, Rob? No.
Because I did. Remember, I sent you that picture of all that chicken in the woods, and I was like, I'm fairly certain, but I'm not 100%.
No, it is.
Because I would.
No, I only go for, and I would urge you guys to do the same. Never, ever, ever eat anything you're unsure of, and only pick.
No, it was chicken in the woods. You said it was.
Which one?
The pictures I sent you.
Yes, no, yeah, it was. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was.
But because I'm not someone who's like well into it,
I
was like, I'm just not. It's not worth the risk if you don't know. Like you've got to really know.
You do have to know your stuff. Yeah. I would recommend the Collins guide that I've got for field knowledge. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant book.
And I have the one for trees.
He's got the one for trees. I've got the one for mushrooms.
It's getting very old man, but they are good books.
Together, well, there you go. Together we make a good knowledgeable team when it comes to mycology. So, yeah, for all your field knowledge, Collins British guides are a good go-to. Say that when you drop.
Yeah, they are good books.
I've also got an app called the Book of Mushrooms, which is again another one. But go and follow. I'll put a link in the description actually, because he's amazing. If you are into foraging and you're a novice forager, follow Wild Food UK, Marlowe. He's incredible. His review videos on, identification videos on mushrooms are so thorough and so to the, like, you just can't go wrong. So go follow him. He only shows you mushrooms that novice foragers can identify. It's just so, like I say, I only go for a few. Like I say, I'd go for chicken in the woods, I'd go for hedgehog mushrooms. Again, you can't mistake them.
We found one earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, in this wood. So hedgehog mushrooms, chicken in the woods, cauliflower mushroom. Those three mushrooms alone, you can't really mistake for anything else that are dangerous, so that's good. The only rustlers and amanitas I would go for are edible anyway. So there's a safety blanket there. I'd go for boletes as well, because a lot of the boletes are edible. Apart from the devil's bolete, you're pretty much fine. Lurids are brilliant, scarlatinas are brilliant, birch boletes are brilliant, oak boletes are brilliant. Seps, I need to get a sep, and chanterelles, but that's literally it. I won't go for any more. If I'm unsure, I just won't go. Yeah, so just, no, I'm not worried because I know my stuff, but equally it's taken me many months of research to know my stuff. So, and in terms of non-edibles, like I say, bushcraft mushrooms and tinder and stuff, you're pretty much all right. You've got your birch polypore, your horsehoof, your artist conch, and that's about it. Yeah, the amadou I got was brilliant. And the last camp, man, he's just got some off of Beaver Bushcraft as well. So yeah. I've really enjoyed this Q&A. So thank you for everyone for sending in your questions on Instagram. You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I'm still trying to think what the name of that bloody wood is.
It will come.
Begins with a P.
Poplar.
It's an African red-coloured hardwood that's in the mahogany family.
Oh, okay, that's quite niche. Don't know. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up. Cheers, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Fade to black. That's amazing.
I just need to go to bed.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a sip.
Oh, okay. Say goodnight, Jack.
Good night, Jack.
Good night.
Yo. Entering the planet, we were born in 1990. Censoring the damage through the years quite precisely. Peppering the cabbage every day with new rhyme schemes. Venturing the stranded